Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a travesty playing some Divide and Conquer's Dol Amroth. Alright, had to play safe here with Adrahil's army. I was sieging Kruk-Mahur over there, but unfortunately there's this general army with a couple generals in it coming down this way, and I really don't want to risk Adrahil in that fight, as his army is pretty decent, but there's a good chance I might lose that one. And I pulled him back, so I'm going to link him up with all these fresh troops I got coming up this way. That way I'll be more confident, take out that full stack. I'm thinking he's probably going to end up going to Kruk-Mahur and sit there. And then if he does that, I guess once I link all these guys up, maybe I can siege him, but we'll see. Over here at Chalkar, I do have General Istian yet. I'm trying to build his army up slowly but surely. We're getting it built up that way. And down here in the south, we do have Imrahil moving his army in toward this place, which is Korandaj. Quarterstack in there, we should be able to take that place out. And then from there, I guess I can proceed maybe out here and hit this place. I want to start hitting deep in here, because otherwise he's just going to keep pushing more cav and more cav out this way. And we now are the owners of Houdenur up here with the General Elfir. I'm getting some reinforcements up into his army, as there is a full stack coming in from Mordor right here, and he's got some trolls and some upper tier forces up in there, so that's going to be a crazy ass fight too once he gets in. We got a little bit of time before he gets all the way down here, so that'll allow me to beef up that army. I do have some reinforcements coming in from all directions here trying to push guys all over the place. So let's see, I still have this boat here with some troops on it, so let's keep these guys moving too. Let's see, I don't have anything on that boat, do I? No. Yeah, let's just push these guys all the way down here. Alright, other than that, I think there is nothing else we can do. I have a ton of troops recruited back here. I'm going to wait for these guys to finish up, and I'm going to get them all on the boats, along with all these guys here, and send them out too. And I'm still deciding if I should push them up this way or if I should send them this way to beef up these armies. I'm thinking I need to send them out this way, because I really just need to finish off Khand and get rid of them. And plus, that'll allow us to get into the back door of Mordor, so we can take a little pressure off of these guys. So, alright, I think that's all we can do, so let's go ahead and move on to the next turn. Nazgul returned to Dol Guldur. Chalkar gets a Horse Breeders Guild. Alright, I guess that's a pretty good spot for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it. 1,500 coins. Karandros has been reclaimed. Alright, eating into it. Currently have over 2,600 in the coffers. Got some farms and a school built up. Good. And the Seaward Lancers are complete now. Alright, let's see here. Let's start with Mordor. Yep, that force is coming down. There's nothing else big coming in behind it, though. How much space do we have in here? We got space for 3 more troops. Let's get these guys in there. And these guys, that'll be a full up army. I think what I might do, I might come out and hit these guys in the open field. Yeah, if they go into defense and they sit, I can at least shoot his damn trolls up with my ballistas. I'll think about that though. Alright, let's come back out here. Ooh. Why is he going this way? Yeah. So that general army just bypassed this area. It looks like he's ignoring it. Looks like he's coming this way. Is he coming for Imrahil, possibly?
There will be much honor in defeating you.
Unless he's trying to get down here to Fëanor. That might be a possibility too. Ooh, we got something right next to us here. He's almost hidden. I wouldn't have known it if I didn't see these attack tiles right here. Alright.
I will not waste words on you.
Alright, that's that damaged cav that we took out a lot. That was remains from the other army we hit previously. So I guess we can kill those guys real quick. There's a half stack of troops here. No general in it. Let's run the spy down here. Anything big back here yet? No. Let's leave him there for the moment. I wonder what the hell's going on here. Oh, well, I suppose I can just build up this army. Unfortunately, I won't have enough movement points to go ahead and attack him, though.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
I wonder what his intentions are going to be. Well, anyways, let's deal with this first. Let's kill these guys off. Of course, he's going to retreat. So,
I respect you in battle.
yeah, let's just finish these guys off. Yeah, heavily damaged. Let's just take him down.
Don't let them any further.
Start deployment. Well, we got a little bit of high ground here. You know, I'm just going to start. Wow, he's actually coming for us. I didn't think he would do that. Alright. Let's get these pikes over here. Alright, let's shield wall. Let's get these guys over here. Okay, maybe he is going to stay out there. Alright, let's get the pikes over here on this flank too.
Ready for orders, sir.
Alright, archers are opening up.
Militia's ready, sir.
Let's get these guys forward with their javelins.
Ready for orders, sir. Archers. Ready for orders, sir.
Alright, open up on them, boys. Alright, you guys get over here. Alright, looks like he's going to come in.
Ready for orders, sir.
Alright, let's get these archers in here. Alright, let's get all the cab together here. Let's get over here, boys.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
And
Squires.
alright, I guess I was getting a little cocky here. I should have set up a better formation. Alright, archers, shoot him up. Let's move these guys forward. Alright, we broke those guys already. Alright, shoot these guys up.
They have lost half their men.
Let's see if we can get these guys a bit closer. Get the javelins right behind them.
Ready for orders,
Alright,
sir.
pikes.
Ready for orders, sir.
And pikes.
Commanders, your commanders, Dol Amroth.
He wants to go right into my pikes here, it looks like.
Ready for orders, sir.
Missiles.
Alright, let's get up here, shoot these guys up. Yeah, see, this is... what we're going to do is chase them around all over the place. Alright, archers, do what you can. Alright, let's get the pikes up here.
Ready for orders, sir.
And you guys can start shooting. Alright, I don't want to chase them all over the place. You guys get up here. Let's let them run out of ammo.
Your command. Ready for orders, sir. For the glory
Let's
of
get our general up here. Cab over here, cab over here. And I still have more pikes over here.
The enemy army flees the field.
Alright, yeah, they're going to get away. Alright, and it. 28 for 116. Execute. Alright, hopefully they're gone. Alright, let's keep moving down the road. Yeah.
There will be much honor.
No, I want to see what the hell he's going to do. Alright, let's bring the spy back a little bit so I can watch that route. Oh, some of these guys did get away. Huh. Jeez, man. Actually, let's see if we can get up in the hills here so we can get a better view of some of these routes here. Yeah, that should be good right there. Alright, now,
Ready your weapons.
space for 3 troops, and I'm probably going to pull this cav here out. They're heavily damaged. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and move them now. Let's get these guys in there. And these guys. Alright, not full, but... yeah, I guess he's fairly strong, but... yeah, with 2 generals in that army, and now he's got a full stack. That might be a hell of a fight. Yeah, I won't reach him, but he can damn sure reach me. I could get the stronger troops out of here. Because there's nothing... well, unless these guys decide to go that way. I don't think... it looks like they're coming this way, though. Maybe I should just start pulling everything out of here so I got a full-up army. Especially these Haven Guard. Let's get these stronger units out of here. Yeah, these guys are pretty damaged too. Let's grab the archers and the marines. These other guys I'm not too much worried about. Let's bring them over here. What the hell? Alright, let's lower taxes here. Alright, and let's see, we got these guys coming forward too. Alright, now before I forget, I got guys on these boats too. Let's get them off. You can head in there. Let's see. Damn, man. Alright, I gotta get this place under control. Alright, town guard. What else do we need here? A meeting hall. Let's build that next. Yeah, this place is gonna go haywire, unfortunately. They dropped to 65 and we're on low. I can't pull him out because then that place is going to go crazy. Alright, let's move these boats back. If I got any more troops back here I can move around. No, I'm going to leave those guys alone. Alright, and let's see. These guys are coming down here. These guys are going inlet Karnan. Along with them. These guys are moving... I can't do cav here yet, can I? Yeah, I can. Alright, these guys here can get trained right there. Let's get them fixed. Alright, all these guys, let's move them out this way. Alright, now... can I get these guys fixed yet? Yep, finally. Alright, we can get Marines here too. Let's go ahead and get them... alright, these guys here... I might keep them because I think I'm going to pull out here and fight these guys in the open. So I got better use of my cav because I got yeah, 6 cav plus a general. More effective out on the open field. Alright, these guys can come forward. Let's see, anybody else back here? Yeah, I got my Marines. Let's put them here for now. And let's see, these guys are all finished now. Let's move them. Let's grab all these guys, get them on the boats. Let's come down here and pick up all these guys. I don't think I was recruiting anything else, was I? No. Alright. And I don't know where I should take those guys. That's a whole half stack. Maybe I should come over here. Yeah, let's go that way for now. I might decide to send them south, though. Alright, let's come back down here and figure out how the hell I want to handle business here.
Ships ready.
Let's move this boat back to...
Full sails.
Oh, let's see, can I train him yet? Not yet. Alright, now the question is... these guys are going to come up next to us a bit money, but they won't attack us.
I will not waste words on you.
These guys, if they are in fact going toward Imrahil, I could probably take them out. Imrahil's army is still pretty substantial. He's a bit beat up. Yeah, if he does, or if he bypasses me and decides to go down this way, I can try to hit him with this army. That'll give me a little bit of time
I respect you in
to link these guys up somewhere else and build up that force. Let's see, where's the best place to get my cav fixed nowadays? Over here. 5 turns till they're done. I can send them all the way back here, I guess. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I really want to fight those guys, but alright, just send them guys back for now. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these guys over here and link up with some stronger troops. Or I can probably just merge up a bunch of these guys. I want to get my Haven Guard in here for sure. Alright, let's merge up these Marines. That'll open up a slot. I could do a full merge too, but let's take a sanity check on that here. Alright, these guys are pretty heavily damaged. I can probably merge them with a few of these guys here. Yeah, let's just merge them up with them and them and them. So those guys are full up. So I can probably move these guys back too. Let's get them out now.
as you wish. Orders. Maintain order.
Let's see, is there anybody else I can pull out of here? These Nimrodel Mariners, I think it's time to merge them guys up too. I really didn't want to because they're pretty highly experienced. Yeah, I really don't want to. Even a 53 Nimrodel Mariner is good. I could pull these Wardens out. I really don't need them. Let's merge these guys and these guys, and then I can pull them out. Alright, now I have space for 3 troops.
Awaiting your command.
I think I am going to pull these Wardens out of there. I can use them guys to garrison some of these places. Yeah, you know what? Let's send them guys back with them. Now, let's move this army over here. There we go. Now I got a bit of a stronger army. I feel a bit more confident that we can do some damage with his forces. So I'm going to bring him back up this way. I'm probably going to end up fighting these guys in a full stack too now. Alright, these guys can probably head over to Chelkar now. Yeah, all those guys are going to go back. Alright, these guys are going to keep coming over here. Let's see, can I get a better view? Yeah, let's go there. Alright, I want to leave that spy there so I can watch those routes. I want to move this one though. Let's bring him over here a little bit further. I can see if he's possibly going to move around somewhere. Let's just leave him there for now. Well, I don't... Yeah, let's shift him a bit farther this way. Let's bring this spy down here then. I want to watch all this territory here. Yeah, let's just leave him there. Alright, so... Yeah, we're eating heavily into the finances, unfortunately. Alright, is there anybody else here? Alright, let's come back up here. Should I go out or not? Yeah, I'm thinking that's our best bet. We should take his ass out. Yeah, let's go for it.
Quell this evil.
Ooh, wow, 4-7. Alright, he's got black Uruks in here too. Above average attack, average charge, respectable armor. Yeah, he's got all these damn temple troops in here. Plus he's got Sauron's will. His leadership is the Variag Lancers. Heavy attack and charge. Some respectable armor. And of course he's got those trolls in there too. Alright, I think we'll be alright though. Let's go.
For the White City! We appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Start deployment.
Await my orders.
Alright, there is a potential he could still come after us, though. I'm going to set up over here. If I can get a nice little position on this rocky knoll here, maybe we can shoot down on those guys. But I'm going to redeploy. I'll be right back. Alright, all set up here. Yeah, I didn't know it that these, where are these new troops here? Yeah, these guys have stakes. These Tirith Air wardens, I gotta keep that in mind. That could be very beneficial against Khand. I might move these guys to a different army. Take out a lot of that cab with them stakes. Alright, other than that, I do have my pikes and stuff on the wings in case this cab does try to flank us. And of course all my ballistas and missile weapons here, and I'm heavy on cavalry in this army. That's why I wanted to fight out in the open field with these guys. Alright, let's get up here farther real quick. Let's see what he's going to do. If we're lucky, he'll stay out there. Yeah, it looks like he is. I want to get my ballistas in a nice position so we can shoot his trolls. Right now they're a bit out of range yet. Let's move forward.
Units, double time!
Your command.
Yep, target them damn trolls.
Ready for orders, sir. Archers.
Alright, we got decent arcs here. Looks like we do. Come on, ballistas, take them damn trolls out. Yes. That's what I was hoping he would do. He's going to sit out there and be stupid. These guys appear to have some decent arcs too. Come on, take them bastards out. Well, rooks. I wonder if my archers... Yeah, let's go center mass over here if I can. Better opportunity to kill more people over here, since they're all bunched up right there. Alright, let's speed it up. What the hell? Come on, I don't want you going way the hell up there. Surely you're in range of those guys. Come on, ballistas. Alright, let's see. Let's turn off flaming bolts here. Maybe we can get more accurate fires here. Come on. Take him down.
We're under attack.
Oh, he's moving. Alright. Almost out of ammo. He's got 3 trolls left.
For the glory of Gondor!
Alright, my ballistas are out of ammo. Alright, I think I'm going to hold off. Let's go, yeah, let's cease fire with our javelins. I'm going to have to use them, I'm sure, on those remaining trolls. Alright, now... Are we getting crappy arcs or something again?
Your command. Ready for orders, sir. Your command.
Alright, let's get these guys into shield walls.
Commanders. Ready for orders, sir. Your command.
Alright. That's his leadership right there. Yeah, once he gets in closer, I'm going to start bringing my cav out. You know what? I'm going to start moving him now. Let's go. Run. Alright, where's his damn trolls at? Yeah, they're right there. Alright, let's move these cav out. I'm going to leave my general here. He's pretty weak looking. Alright, can we get... Yep. Javelins on those trolls. Alright, let's get out here behind them, boys. Alright, javelins, you guys tossing? Come on, kill them damn trolls. They should be able to take him out. Oh, his lancers came right into my cav here. Alright, you guys get over here. Alright, let's start hitting these guys in the rear. See if we can bust them up. Let's get over here. Alright, you guys get out of there. You guys go in. You guys go in. Let's see if we can get a better surround going on there. Alright, you guys can roll in. Alright, let's set up for a better charge. Alright, you guys pull out. You guys go in. Alright, let's move these pikes out here, see if we can help take them guys out. Come on, guys, get out of there. Come on. Alright, you guys pull back. Alright, let's drag these guys away. What is this here? Bunch of Morannons. Probably not good to put my cav into them. Let's get over there. Alright, what were these guys? Temple wards. Yeah, let's see if we can drag them around. Alright, cav, let's get out of there. Pikes, get up on them. If we can take out that leadership, that would be great. Alright, let's get a push into here. Alright, all my archers are out of ammo, so let's run in. Yeah, let's hit some of these archers here. Come on, pikes, take them out. Alright, who's this coming after us? Some Uruks. Let's get out of them, guys. Let's pivot these pikes in. Let's get them guys out of there. I don't want to lose too much cav here. That's our strength in this army right now. Oh, do we get there? Oh yeah, we got the captain. Good. Alright, let's see here. Let's get these guys over here and get away from them. Alright, Uruks. Let's get in behind those guys. And let's drag these guys all over the map. Alright, let's get into these guys here next. And let's see, what was this again? Uruks. Let's run into them. You guys can come and help them. Alright, let's pull out of there. Alright, hit these guys in the rear. Let's get in behind them. Alright, who do we got back here? That's all my archers. They're out of ammo. Alright, let's pivot these guys in. Alright, javelins out here. Alright, let's set up for a charge. Ooh, some of these guys are breaking, it looks like. Alright, let's see. Alright, yeah, those guys just broke. Let's run them over. Get the pikes over here. And cav. Alright, let's get a push into these archers. That's Orc Band, that's Uruks. Alright, you guys hit them from this side. You guys run them over. Alright, let's finish them guys off. Alright, you guys stand by. You guys move in. Oh, he's trying to get him behind us. Let's see if we can't hit him. Let's hit these guys. Alright, let's move these guys away. these guys. Alright, you guys get up there and help them next. And you guys pull out of there. You guys pull out of there. Alright, what do we got going on here? Bunch of Uruks. Let's hem these guys in. Alright, let's get the general out. Alright, those are all archers. Let's leave them alone. Alright, let's hit these guys next. Well, actually, let's get into these Uruks here. See if we can't finish them off. Alright, you guys stay out of the fight. Alright, let's roll into these guys next. And let's help them out. Alright, what do we got here? A bunch of maulers. Alright, let's see if we can get a decent charge on these guys here. Alright, what's the status here? These guys are done. You guys can come to the line. Let's get over here now. Alright, General's still doing alright. Alright, that's Moranans. Let's hit these guys. Alright, who's this? Temple Marksman. Alright, let's get organized. Let's see if we can hit these guys here next.
Seems almost certain.
Alright, let's finish off these damn Uruks. Alright, who's this? They're running off. Let's run them over. Alright, Sauron's will is running. Wow, that's surprising. Alright, we got a dem. Alright, let's set up here for a charge.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, let's start running some of these guys over here. Alright, we gotta help out these guys. Let's get them. And let's get in behind this group. Who the hell is that? Temple Wards. Alright, run them over. You guys can go in, and you guys can go in. You guys can go in. Alright, let's get these guys dead next. Alright, you guys can get out of there. They're running them over. Let's get lined up here. Yeah, my infantry's definitely taking a pounding here. Alright, let's help these guys next. And pikes move up. Alright, Temple Marksman. That's all my infantry back there, and let's get in here. Let's get some of these guys over on this side now. Alright, let's get out of there. Where's my general? He's over there. And those guys are fighting to the death now. Alright, Orc Band. Guys, get out of there. We gotta help these guys out now. Keep those ballista crews away. Alright, those guys just broke. Alright, Temple Marksman. Alright, finish them off before they come back into the fight. Let's get back here and help these guys.
Continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, let's hit these guys in the rear. guys just get out of the way. Let's see if we can't roll in on these guys next. Alright, let's set up for a decent charge here. Yep, we're losing a lot of guys here. Temple marksmen. You guys get out of there. Alright, who's all in here? Damn, even my Haven Guard's getting the punishment. Alright, let's just get up here and fight, guys. Alright, what do we got left here? Send these guys in.
Lost half of our men.
Come on. Alright, let's set up there. Alright, all cav out. Except for you. You guys stay in there and fight.
Dol
Alright,
Amroth.
you guys run up there and help them. Let's get these guys set up over here. Come on, finish them. Yeah, those temple troops ain't no joke, man. Alright, you guys get out of there. Alright, can we finish these guys off, please? Damn! Almost all my infantry's gone. Alright, let's get all the cav out of there. And let's pull these guys away.
Dol Amroth.
What's he got? Like one left? Send the general in there. There we go. Alright, so it's just these one guys way out here and they're about to leave. Who is that?
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Damn!
This is a great victory.
1,000 guys, almost 1,000 guys for over 3,100 of them. Execute. Yeah, I'm quite certain if we didn't have all that cav in that army, we probably would have lost that fight. Alright, I think I might go up to Ostethil. Let's run our spy up here. Since it's so weak. Alright, Gondor's still putting pressure on him. So, yeah, I thought they might own... I thought Mordor might have got over here, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see. Let's run out here a little bit farther. Is there anything? Sirathongol. So it's got a lot of forces here. Yeah, he's trying to get into there too. It looks like Gondor's doing pretty damn good, so... I wonder if I should make a push over here. Or if I should get this... You know what? Maybe I should play it safe, because he can still come over here and attack me. Yeah, I don't want to get too greedy, I don't think. Let's get everybody back in here. Get some time to refurbish this force. Yeah, let's send all these guys over there.
By your command.
Jeez, man. Took a pounding. Even my my higher tier troops took a beating from hell here. Alright, well, at least we're close to some areas where we can retrain a lot of these guys too. Yeah, my cav I'm going to have to push farther back though, it looks like. Yeah, I can send them over there, but I can get them on my boats too. Get them over there faster. Yeah, you know what? Well, let's see. I got these guys here. Let's get them first. Let's get them on the boats. And then let's move them this way. I'll pick these guys up. Yeah, let's get some of this cav that's tore up from the floor up. I don't want to merge too much of this stuff, though. Let's grab the worst cav that we have. Yeah, let's just send these guys back for now. Alright, these upper tier guys, yeah, I'm not going to be able to train them no time soon back here for damn sure. Yeah, 37 turns there. And let's see, these guys here, 34 turns, and back here, 23 turns. Yeah, it's going to be forever, so I'm just going to leave those upper tier guys there. Alright, my archers are in good shape. My wardens are fine. I can probably send some of these pikes back. Yeah, let's... Well, he can't move very far, so I guess I'll just leave him there for now. Alright. And is there anybody else I can move around? Pretty sure I got everything out of there. Alright, these guys here. Let's put them in free upkeep since they can't get into Chalkar immediately. Alright, I don't have enough money to do much anything, but I should have just over 5 grand if I don't spend any money. Let's take a quick look at our agents. He's staying there. Let's see, what was I doing with him?
Yes.
There's a town over here somewhere. Where is it? There it is.
Yes.
Where do I need to go with him? I think I got trade agreements with all these guys over here except for Rohan. Let's just scope out all his towns and stuff. Let's come over here.
As you wish. My lord. Your orders.
Alright, he's going to stay there, and... Well, yeah, let's leave him right there.
My lord.
He's going to stay there, and finally, he's going to stay there. Alright, I think that'll be it for this turn. Unfortunately, these guys are going to ride a little bit. I'm just going to have to suck it up until I can get these guys up in there. Do I have enough money to recruit? Yeah, I can get some wardens. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and recruit some so I can use these guys to garrison some of these places. Alright, so that's going to leave me with just over 4,400. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next turn. Chelkar gets a Master Breeders Guild. 3 grand. Damn. Horse Breeder speeds up the replenishment of all cavalry within its settlement. Alright, let's get it. Kandros under attack. Riding in Amroon, we knew that was going to happen. Alright, eating into it. Well, actually we had the profits. We currently have just over 2,800 in the coffers. When here, ready to upgrade. You know what? It's pretty cheap. Just under 2 grand. Let's go ahead and do that now. Take care of it. Alright, we got a port in Barad Harn. Market and a grain exchange built. Good, some money making stuff. Marines and coastal wardens, a little bit of training done. Okay. Anything happening in Mordor? Let's move our spy down here. He's got some smaller reinforcing armies coming forward, but nothing else coming at us. Let's leave that spy there. Okay, those forces came down to Kruk Mahur.
There will be much honor in defeating
I wonder if he's actually trying to get down here to Feyenoble, since they are on border. I wouldn't think he's coming for Imrahil, unless he is.
There will be much honor
Possible.
in defeating you.
Well, that force that was over here is now right next to Imrahil.
Waiting your command.
But I might ignore him and come out here and kill this force. We could potentially lose Imrahil, but I can probably try to get on this higher ground. I suspect he'll come after us. He's got quite a bit of cav in there too. Whereas we are pretty light on cav. Yeah, but we're gonna have to do that in the next episode. Yeah, I want to take this force out though. There's 2 generals in there. We gotta try to take them out. It might be a pretty close fight though. Alright, other than that, nothing threatening Chelkar, it doesn't appear. Let's run the spy up here. Anything coming down the road? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's bring him back here and watch these routes. Alright, so Adrahil, I can bring him up here. God dang, he's just got so many of these stacks. Yeah, he's getting some upper tier stuff in these stacks now too. Yep, I gotta go in there and start doing some damage. Alright, we're gonna handle the rest of this in the next episode. We'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen.